Oh, baby, I love you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. Today is November 16th. Today is a Mindset Monday, and I have a few announcements to go through for the week. So I wanted to get through that before we get the call started this morning. So again, good morning and welcome to the free daily coaching hangout. My name is Bert Bledsoe, and I'm here each and every Monday through Friday to impart with you what I've learned working on my home-based business, using different marketing strategies, whether it's social media marketing, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, whether you're using internet marketing, whether you're using paid strategies or you're using free marketing strategies. Here at the free daily coaching call, our aim is to provide you with more methods, more strategies, and resources so that you can go out and market your business. Whatever that business is, whatever product or service you have that you'd like to promote, we're here to help you to do exactly that, to go out and get the promotions made for the products and services that you're selling. So each and every Monday through Friday, we meet here at 7 a.m. Pacific time. That's 10 a.m. on the East Coast, and just subtract an hour as you move your way west and go through the time zones. And all of our sessions are recorded and put up onto YouTube, and you can visit my YouTube channel just by looking up my last name or my first and last name, Bert, B-E-R-T, Bledsoe, B-L-E-D-S-O-E. If you want to join us live so that you can interact, so that you can participate, you can be a part of the question and answer, you can visit us over at www.freedailycoaching.com. So some announcements for the week, some exciting things going on. This afternoon, we have just following this call this morning at the top of the hour, I will be hosting a wake up call and podcast with My Lead System Pro. So I'd like to invite you all to come over to that wake up call podcast at the top of the hour. I'll post the number over in the chat. This evening, I'll be hosting a webinar at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and that's a new member orientation for the My Lead System Pro marketing platform. And if you're wondering about that, you can take a look down in the description of the YouTube video here and grab a trial for that. If you're wondering about what that's all about, I'll be glad to show you. So we're doing a new member orientation this evening for that. And then we have a couple more events going on during the week. So during the week this week, there's a Tuesday afternoon hangout at 3 p.m. on Tuesday. On Wednesday night, there'll be a Wednesday night webinar. That's an industry-wide webinar. Again, these are all for the marketing platform that I use, My Lead System Pro. Now, privately, what's going on? What do we got going on here at Free Daily Coaching? What do we got going on for the Friends of Free Daily Coaching, which is our private access group for our clients? This week, we're going to be doing a double session of the Friends of Free Daily Coaching, and we'll send out an extra reminder. We may do like a Tuesday and a Thursday extra to catch people on both sides, and that way we're totally covered. We will do a Friends of Free Daily Coaching next Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, but it will be an abridged version. It will really just be a time for people to come and check in and submit their completed projects that they've done to go to get that free SEO that we've been talking about. So it's really kind of a big week here at Free Daily. You guys have already started building some great sales funnels and started submitting those completed projects to me for me to take a look at to make sure that everything was functioning. So really excited about that, and then really excited about where we're going with Free Daily Coaching. So the Free Daily Coaching call originally evolved from an idea from something that we were doing. And so our Mindset Monday call today is going to be a quick call this morning, because we're going to be on another call and podcast at the top of the hour. So today's mindset call is it's really a question about your mindset. And the question is, are you malleable? Are you willing to change? Or are you that person that's resistant to change? You see, I used to be that person. In some areas of my life, I still am that guy that I get afraid when there's change, or I'm apprehensive when there's change. I'm anxious about the change. Therefore, I procrastinate. I try not to allow that change to come. I do whatever I can to avoid the change at all costs. And what I've learned is that does not serve me. And in my business, especially, that does not serve me. In my personal life, I know it doesn't serve me. And so I've made attempts, right, consistently to change my behavior so that my reaction to different stimulus provides a different result. So my behavior then changes or is different when change appears, right? Instead of freaking out, instead of getting anxious, instead of becoming apprehensive, I look at the change now as a positive, like it's a bonus, like it's something that's going to be a catalyst to do something positive. And so the mindset of being malleable, the idea of saying, yeah, you know what? Things should be changing. Things should be developing and growing. You see, the people around you aren't going to like that. That's the reality. The people around you, they don't like change. They don't want change. They want it to stay the same so it can just be comfortable and snuggly where they are. You see, when you start changing, when you start doing different things, the people that are around you are now either going to have to change with you and adapt, or they're going to be left by the wayside. And that's just the way that life is, right? If you start living your life and you're becoming healthier and healthier, and you stop smoking cigarettes, let's say you're a cigarette smoker, and you start exercising and running, and you start hanging out with people that are exercising and running, you're probably not going to hang out with your cigarette smoking, like beer swilling friends as much. Why? Well, because they're smoking cigarettes and drinking beer all day, and you're running and eating fruit and getting bad. One is bad or good. It's that you're not living this way, right? You're not doing those things, and you changed. So you're now hanging out with people that are doing more of what you're doing. Now, one of two things are going to happen. Either some of these people are going to change their behavior, or they're not. So some of your friends may stop smoking cigarettes like around you as much. Why? Because they know that you quit smoking, so they're conscious of that. When they're driving in your car, they don't ask to smoke a cigarette because they know you don't smoke, right? I'm just using the smoking as an example. In our business, and I'll use my business as an example, I'll use free daily coaching as the example. When I do something to change the way that free daily coaching occurs, everyone freaks out. Everyone. From the guy that just started coming yesterday to the person that's been here for months and months and months or years. Right? They all freak out. Everyone freaks out. Why? Because it's change. It's something different. What if it's not the same people? What if it doesn't interact the same way? What if they don't do this? Or what if this happens? Or what if that? All of those things happen, except, and they used to happen for me. In my business, I've just learned to block them out. There's all kinds of what ifs and what could have, should have, and would have happened questions. Excuse me. The mindset of being malleable is saying, hey, you know what? I'm continually growing. I need to continually change. Bert Bledsoe, as a human being, I'm not the same guy that I was 6 months ago. I'm not the same person that I was 2 years ago, right? I'm definitely not the guy that I was 4 years ago or 6 years ago or 10 years ago, right? And now think about it. If you keep going back like that, I could go back 17 years before my son was born, and I was a completely different person, right? Absolutely different. I hadn't even become a parent at that point. So my perspective on life, the way that I interacted with everything was different. Why? Because I didn't have another human being. I didn't have another person that I was responsible to. I didn't have that at that point. So you can see that as life transpires, as time goes by, things change and we change. So if you're changing and you know you're changing, are you changing slowly? Are you resistant to it? Are you having a mindset of malleability? Are you having a mindset of saying, yeah, I'm totally malleable. Form me, shape me. Let the universe, let the environment around me help to shape who I become. Let the people that I serve, let Clive and Amanda and Angel and Connie and Mario, let Roger and Leanne and Emmy and Steve and Chris, let Elizabeth and Janice, let them determine who I become. Now that sounds weird. Like, why would you want other people? Well, what if my goal is to serve other people and I need to be the best version of me? If I'm trying to be the best husband that I could be, then I have to serve my wife, right? I have to find out what is going to be the best. How could I become the best husband to her? That means I'm going to have to probably change some of the things that I thought, right? How could I become the best mentor to Mario? What does that look like? Like, how does that behavior look? How could I become the best friend to my best friend? How can I become a teacher to Leanne and Jose? How can I become a resource for Chris Schaus to continue to develop her business, right? How can that happen? Well, that means that there's going to be some ways that aren't going to be congruent. There's going to be teaching methods that I'm using that aren't going to work on Roger. There's going to be things that I'm doing that aren't going to work with Amanda. I'm going to have to change to better serve Amanda. I'm not going to expect Amanda to change all of a sudden. All of a sudden, Amanda's life is going to change, and then all of a sudden she's going to hear what I'm saying. No, I'm going to have to change what I'm saying so she can hear it. See, I have to be malleable. I have to be willing to change. And so the reason I'm bringing this up is because over the last about 3 weeks, as I've been working with a mastermind group, the Friends of Free Daily Coaching, and as I've been building my own other side projects out, some technical stuff that I've been working on, I've been reaching out to change some of the things that I've been doing in my business model to add in some back end resources for myself, to even automate some of the things that I'm doing. As I've been doing that, I've been redesigning and kind of recoding and reformulating how my websites need to look, how things interact. Excuse me 1 second, guys. And the reason that I've been doing that is I want to optimize everything I'm doing. And it's something that I teach here at Free Daily Coaching, is optimizing all of the work that you're doing, double or triple dipping if you can, right? Using the same content multiple times or in multiple ways, where it's not duplicate content, but you can use it in multiple ways to get more benefit out of it. So I'm trying to do that in my business. And in that experience, in that moment, I'm feeling anxiety. In that moment of that decision, I'm feeling, right, that moment of apprehension of like, oh no, what is this going to be like? What is this change going to bring forward? What's going to happen? Why? Well, because I've changed and it's been changing. You see, Free Daily Coaching started as a call, and then we moved it to a webinar. And then the webinar over a year and a half, after the first maybe 6 months, over that year and a half, the first year and a half, it stayed pretty consistent, right? We did some changes in here and there and what we called it and how we referenced the call. What we talked about pretty much kind of stayed on focus. And so we're going to do another switch up. And the reason that we're going to do the switch up, the main focus of why we're going to do the switch up on the topics and the calls, has to do with optimizing all the work that we're doing. It would make sense for each of you to get the most out of what you were doing. So if that makes sense for you, then of course it would make sense for me as well. And so we're going to restructure, if you will, reformat the Free Daily Coaching call as we go here. And the reason to do that is to be able to focus all of our effort and everything that we're doing to get the maximum result. You see, most people want to make $1 bazillion and they only want to work for an hour a day. Well, if you want to work for an hour a day, you want to make a bazillion dollars, that's all possible. However, to achieve that result, things need to transpire. You don't always start working only 1 hour to get to the bazillion. And you don't just start overnight making a bazillion, right? In the beginning, you start working a lot of hours. In the beginning, you're working a massive amount of hours. The amount of hours that I used to work, even compared to today, is ridiculous. It's shrunk down. It can be shrunk down more and more and more and more and more and more as you, and it can be a more finite amount of time that needs to be spent as you get more proficient in the activities that you're doing, and as you get more organized, you're able to become more efficient because of the organization, because you know exactly this, and this need to occur. I need to do these 3 steps. I need to take these 7 steps. You know what those 7 steps are. You do them in order. And once you've done that over and over and over again, it becomes faster and faster and faster. So the amount of time that you're spend working gets radically reduced. The great part about that is as you refine that process, you get better in your marketing, you get better in getting the result that you desire. That means that you're going to be making more money. As you're making more money, you can be working towards your bazillion, right? Now you're getting towards that money goal. As that's happening, you're making your marketing and the action steps that you're taking way more finite, which is giving you a purpose and a focus. That's also giving you a way better result, which means your profits are going to increase. So we're going to do the same thing here at Free Daily Coaching, and we're doing that so that we have the opportunity at Free Daily Coaching to be able to show people how to maximize everything that they're doing, and so that we can use Free Daily Coaching and this platform to get the most out of what we're doing, so that we can share the mindset tips with more people that are trying to build their home-based business. So we can talk about Facebook marketing with people and share different Facebook marketing strategies, different Facebook marketing tips. So we can come out here and show there's a lot of different ways to use internet marketing, and how you could apply that internet marketing in your home-based business might look a lot different than how an affiliate marketer is doing it. And how an affiliate marketer is approaching his business might be different than how you want to approach your business as a network marketer. So we're going to start covering these topics a lot more directly each and every day. That's why when I say we're going to rework the days, we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to have a little bit different topics. This way, they're more focused towards your home-based business and getting your marketing goals taken care of, so that each and every day when you arrive here, you know, hey, listen, it's a Monday. We're going to do mindset, or it's right now. That's what we know, right? It's Tuesday. It's a tech tip. Hey, it's Thursday. Shouse is in the house, right? You know, that's what's happening. Well, I want to switch that up so we know what specific topics we're going to be talking about, and not just so broad as tech tip, but I'm going to make it more focused. Why? Because of what we just said, because of the points that we just made about being more focused, about becoming more finite on what we're doing. It produces a better result. So that's exactly why we're doing it. So on today's Mindset Monday, I want to, I think I said good morning to a bunch of you guys that were already here by using you guys as examples. And so I want to welcome each and every one of you. And I want to ask you a real question. Are you resistant to change, or is change something that you embrace? And I want you to really think about this question. Really think about it, and then look around you and look at the people. Look at the people that are the most, not, and this isn't a rule across the board. It's probably another 80-20. Look at the people that are unwilling to change, and look at what their happiness, what their success level is, what their level of interaction with their community and their peers are, right? Look at what that looks like. And then look at the people that are willing to change, that are willing to adapt and improvise. Look at what those people are doing in their lives. Look at how they're interacting, and then compare yourself to those people. And not in a like, oh, I'm not making as much money. No, I'm not as pretty. None of those. Excuse me. Okay. I want you to start looking at those people, and I want you to compare yourself in the amount of ability to change. What's your level of resistance to change when it comes to your business, when it comes to your daily activities, when it comes to what's happening in your business? Would you be willing to change? What if I told you that making a change today, making that change today, one simple change could positively affect your business 1, 2, 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road? Would you be willing to change then? You say yes, right? Most people say, yeah, of course. But most people are resistant, right? Most people are resistant to the change simply because of an irrational fear, the fear of the unknown. I'm not sure what will happen, so maybe I shouldn't change it up. But staying where we're at, doing the exact same thing, getting the same result, and not moving forward is ridiculous. It's just crazy, right? And we've heard that same example over and over, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different results. That's craziness, right? That's insanity. Right? That's insanity. That's just craziness. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to just sit and do the same thing over and over. We're going to be malleable. We're going to be willing to take action, and we're going to be willing to change. We're going to be willing to say, hey, you know what? Maybe what I'm doing isn't the most beneficial. That's okay. It's okay to take an accurate assessment and say, okay, what could I do that could be more productive? What can I do to make things more productive for myself? What can I do to make it more productive for the people that I'm serving? What can I do, right? What could I do? Because that's the ultimate question. And that's the question that you should ask yourself. What can I do to make the most productivity in my day? What could I be doing to get the best results? And sometimes that looks like we have to change. Sometimes that looks like, hey, I've been doing something and this is wrong. This is not getting me a result. I'm not going to do this anymore, period, right? I'm just not going to do this anymore. Why? Because it's not getting the result that I want. So until I'm willing to change, until I'm willing to do something different, I'm no longer going to do this. I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm no longer going to do this behavior over here. I'm going to take new actions. So that's it. We're going to be making another change here at the free daily coaching call. It's not going to be anything drastic as far as the participants are concerned for you guys that are viewing. But what it's really going to do for you guys is give you a little bit more focus. So you know, hey, listen, if you don't do Facebook marketing, then you'll never come on Facebook Fridays, right? If we do a Facebook Friday and that, I'm just using this as an example, and that's a topic, and you're not using Facebook as a marketing method, then you'll know, hey, listen, I don't need to show up on Fridays because every Friday they do Facebook marketing, and I don't use Facebook. I use Instagram and Twitter, right? Does that make sense? So we're gonna hash that out based on some of the work that we've been doing, and we'll change the free daily chalkboard up, and we'll start that. We probably will start it you know what, I don't know a specific date because we're gonna have to, there's some scheduling items that we'll have to do. So as I know that, I'll let you all know what that looks like. I would imagine that we would start it probably after Thanksgiving, or maybe the week after Thanksgiving, or the first week in December. So we'll see how that looks. I just have to get it all down on a spreadsheet, and once I get that all put down on a calendar and a schedule, then I will be making that announcement. But I wanted everyone to know that we're going to change it up so that we're a little bit more focused, and the content, the topics that we're talking about are more direct, and we're not giving such a general category that you'll know exactly what we're going to be talking about each and every week. So I want to thank you all for being here this morning. I want to invite you all to come over this morning to the call. Let me type in the number here, 432-3441, 732-431. Is that right? Let me see. 712-432. Okay, hold on. 712-432-3431, I think is it. Let me see. 712-432-3431. Yeah. Let's see if we can find out what the PIN number is here. 399-808. 399-808 is the PIN code. This morning is going to be action is the answer call. So I want to invite all of you to join us over at the telephone line that I just typed in at the top of the hour, and we'll see some of you very soon. See you guys the next time.